Alright everybody, so if you're logging into Destiny today or anytime after Friday before Tuesday, you're going to get this message obviously for the next week in Destiny. The only reason I'm even talking about this right now is this. Pinnacles, Raid, DSC, Deepstone Crypt. As we all know, Deepstone Crypt weapons are now craftable, and with it being the Pinnacle Raid next week, it will be infinitely farmable, meaning it is going to be your time, the time to go and farm out some Deepstone patterns. Alright everybody, so as we know, next week we do have Deepstone Crypt finally being farmable for the first time this season. Obviously why this is important is because it's going to be the best time to actually go about farming those red border pattern. Now real quick, if we just go ahead and throw up the actual Deepstone Crypt loot table, you'll see where you can actually go ahead and like farm for your weapon, like which encounter is the best one to do. Honestly, ironically, Tanic is probably the worst because there ain't no way in hell I'm gonna try and actually go out of my way and farm for the bequest pattern, and I already got my LMG game on standby, bro. Fixed dodge is too good for me to use any other LMG, right? Nothing against the commemoration, but fixed dodge is just that good. However, if we look at some of the other encounters, the crypt security, MATREXX, and then the descent encounter, there's actually going to be some pretty good stuff here. I know a lot of people are definitely going to want to be farming MATREXX for a red border or 2 or 5 of the Succession Inherited Shotgun. These are some of the better weapons from the initial Deepstone Crypt loot table before all of these weapons had the refresh for their craftable variants this season. One thing that I will note though is that the two primaries, the trusty scout rifle and the posterity arc hand cannon, might actually be worth farming as well, and there's a good reason why. Real quick though, I do got to give a shout out to today's sponsor, our homies over at Blazing Boost. They offer a safe Sherpa service for over 20 plus games, Destiny 2 included. If you need help getting some stuff done inside of any of these games, this is the place to be. They have over 30,000 5-star reviews over on Trustpilot so that you know you are in good, safe hands. And on top of that, if you do want to help your boy out, make sure to use code Kree5 at checkout for a sweet little 5% off discount. Links to Blazing Boost at the top of the description, and shout out to you for watching the sponsored part of the video. So if we start off with the posterity hand cannon, the main reason why I think some people actually might go out of their way, myself included, and for farming this specific hand cannon is because we go ahead and pull up the perks. You will see that the new and improved version of this hand cannon has some pretty amazing combos, right? The main one that I'm eyeing, however, is going to be that juicy Volt Shot in column 3 and then Frenzy in column 4 for a little bit of extra damage handling and some juicy reload. Now another combination people will go for on this hand cannon, Volt Shot, Rampage, it's staring at you right in the face. Any of those two combos are going to absolutely slap. Another thing to keep in mind is that all of these Deepstone weapons now have a new origin trait. It's called Bray Inheritance. Dealing damage regenerates a small amount of ability energy. Just dealing damage with any of these weapons should give you free ability energy, bro. Just super free and passive. W. Then if we go ahead and pull up the trusty scout rifle, its new perks with season 19 and everything like that, you'll see the main draw to this scout rifle is definitely going to be incandescent in column 4. This isn't the first scout rifle to have incandescent. We have had things like the Sakatako back in season 17, but this is going to be the first scout rifle, at least to my knowledge, that has enhanced incandescent, which enhanced incandescent is just a stronger version of normal incandescent, spreading a more powerful scorch when you actually kill an enemy. Dope perks in column 3 will probably be like rapid hit, perpetual motion, and reconstruction, maybe even surplus. You have a lot of good options there, but incandescent's the main draw to this scout rifle, to say the least. The Succession sniper rifle is a banger of a kinetic sniper that was pretty good for a long time. Actually still is good. It's just that snipers really haven't been in the strongest place, at least in the PvE sandbox. However, having a good one on standby is still never a bad thing to have. Nonetheless though, it did get some upgrades with the addition of firing line now in the 4th column. It also does have things like demolitionist in the 3rd column, which can be, you know, good in some niche situations. It also does have the new perk shout swap in column 3, where final blows build and store charges, which allow you to swap and stow this weapon at a faster rate. But let's be real here, most people are going to get this weapon to craft reconstruction and firing line on it, myself included. And last but not least, we have what in my opinion was considered to be like one of the best weapons from this entire raid, the Heritage Kinetic Slug Shotgun. The prior god roll was definitely reconstruction recombination. However, obviously it does have some added new perks that you can roll on it. Things in the 4th column, Focus, Fury, look pretty gas to me, but reconstruction is still going to be the best option in column 3 in my opinion. Does have demolitionist though, which is nice, and auto loading, but reconstruction is just a better version of auto loading. And for those of y'all that are wondering what does enhanced reconstruction actually do, it does the same thing as normal reconstruction does, but it just reloads the weapon faster. That's all it does. You have some really good combos with this shotgun to say the least, but reconstruction is probably going to be your main column 3 perk still, and then recombination in column 4 for any burst DPS situations, and then focus fury is definitely going to be a strong perk still, because if it works like anything like how it does with overflow, you only need to hit half of the original magazine in order to proc focus fury. For example, the heritage has a magazine size of 6, reconstruction will put it to 12, but in theory you should still only have to hit 3 precision shots for focus fury to proc, and you would have that focus fury buff for those 9 remaining shots in your shotgun. That's how it works with overflow, so in theory that's how it should work with reconstruction, but we will just have to wait and see. Other than that though, let me know which weapon you want to get the pattern for first the most, and which encounter you're going to be spinning all weekend.